This is week 9, day 3. We're going to look at doing the same thing we did yesterday. Sometimes you'll find a missing leg or a missing hypotenuse. Make sure that you click on log into Clever and then log into IXL. Make sure your name is here. This is the same type of assignment that we did yesterday, to where a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. And so this one's labeled C already. It's always going to be the one across from the right angle. I always label the small one A and the medium one B. So I would do this problem as 3 squared plus B squared, or 4 squared in this case because I know it's 4, is equal to C squared. And so the first thing I would do is just go to my calculator and I would type that in. 3 squared plus 4 squared. I can see it equals 25. The C squared just drops down. The last and final step is to do the square root of both sides. The square root of 25 is 5, but we'll type it in the calculator to verify. And the square root of C squared is C. So I know that this is going to be 5. And then we go on to our next type of question. And it's another C squared is missing. I do the same thing, A, B. And so I would do 5 squared plus 12 squared is equal to C squared. I would type that into my calculator. 5 squared plus 12 squared is 169. C squared drops down. Find the square root of C squared is C. And the square root of 169 is 13, but we'll double check with the calculator. And so I would just simply type in 13 here. This time I have a missing A. So I know that this one's C because it's the one across from the right angle. This one has to be B. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. I don't know what A is, so I leave it as A. So A squared plus 12 squared is equal to 15 squared. I would find out what my squares are. 12 squared is 144. 15 squared is 225, but you can use a calculator. A squared drops down. Plus sign drops down. I'd subtract 144 on both sides. A squared is going to drop down. These cancel. 225 minus 144 is 81. Again, you can use the calculator to double check if you want. And then we'll find the square root of both sides. The square root of A squared is A. And then the square root of 81 is 9. But again, you can use the calculator to double check just to make sure. And so I would type in 9 here for A. And then we would start the process over. You find B the same way that you would find A squared. If you have questions or concerns, please feel free to email me. And if you continue to have problems, we can work out a time to Zoom.